Blakey, what's up, brother? Tones. Boys, feels like, to me, feels like only maybe like a week ago that we were sort of standing over there, daylight saving, pre-season, sort of shouting out to people to get them along to training, join our club. Straight into the questions, sort of what was that feeling at that time when, everything was starting out pretty fresh? You were, first chance up in Premier as a Premier coach. What were you feeling at that time? Whether it was any pressure, the enjoyment, any fears, any expectations pre-season before we got into it? How was the feeling then?
Well, the feeling was just like the expectation. I felt being at Hawk all these years and then being in the Fox, that's like straight off the bat, that was my original goal, and I was definitely nervous, but I was excited for the challenge. My first time coaching a Premier team. What better way than start right at the bottom, and then eventually realising, where we are now is sort of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. And Tones, obviously you've spent far out. It's hard to know the exact numbers, bro. But in your years in Premier football, you've played over 250 games for 3 clubs in the Fox alone, and for Howard, I think are just shy at the moment of 250 games for us. And how did it feel like, sort of, when after the grading rounds there? I know it. The feeling was real. The bit of heartbreak there and maybe a bit of disappointment. But how did it feel then when that happened compared to now? Now that this journey's happened in the Shaman.
Oh, it was definitely tough. Like Blake, I aspired to play in the Fox, and that's what I wanted, not only for myself but for my bro, for the club, for the people. You said that we were here at the beginning of the season making call out to the boys, and end of the day no one came, so all we could do is just deal with what we had. And once we faced that reality, it's been a joy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought it would be tough. And it has been tough playing in the Shaman. It's a different standard of footy, just in terms of even when you turn up, one ref, one ball, it's a different standard, but the people don't change, the sport don't change, the love don't change, the club doesn't change, and who better to do it with than my best mate over here. So obviously I have no regrets of what happened, and the disappointment's been taken over by still the love of the game, the love of the people. So yeah.
And I think would it be fair to say also, bro, that looking from then till now, you say some of the boys that maybe we were hoping might have come back from years gone by. I think it's pretty fair to say that they've had some pretty quality replacements here by the lads that have turned up, and man, these young fellas that are here are incredible, right? And the feeling from then till now, it's, I don't know, it doesn't feel like, it felt hard to take at the start, but not so much now that we look back on the journey. It's been, from my point of view, it's been exciting to watch. Really proud of you, and yeah, I bet you feel the same about these young guys that are in our squad now.
Definitely, I think that's the point. There's some young fellas here, and just reflecting on some of the games, you're standing out there, and Blake subs on a couple of young bulls, George and Christian. They're both 17 years old. You add their age together, and it's nearly up to my age. And just the excitement of the boys and the way they play, and I feel like it lifts me as well. So it's easy to say that I'm able to help them, but they're definitely helping me.
Yeah. So Blakey, I guess the same thing as you sort of touched on it in your last answer, but looking from then till now, and how's the feeling now that the goal was for Fox. We didn't make it. Tough to take at the time, being that was your expectations and that, but now we're here, looking back at the journey. How would you describe sort of how it's been and the feeling now?
The feeling now is it's up there. I'm excited again. I accepted the fact that we're not their team, and accepted the team that we are. A lot of young guys coming in, boys coming in from school, and new guys from different journeys having an opportunity playing Prems at Howick. With a couple of our old boys and Jazz, Clay, Tony here. That just gives me the belief that we can make a shot in this cup. But yeah, as I said, it was a slow start, and it's a bit of we all realised that we weren't the team that we wanted to be. But that does, like Tony said, the love and sport of all our people, like yourselves. This guy next to me, that doesn't justify where we are.
Yeah,
So
I guess there's a lot of learnings that come along with that sort of transition and a season where maybe the initial expectations personally weren't maybe met, but then these new expectations came along, and it's fair to say that you guys, coaching staff especially, have helped these young guys just kick those expectations out the park. I think you've smashed it, and every single week the improvement has been incredible.
Yep.
As I say, it's been really, really exciting to watch, and every week it's better and better and better. So round 11 this week, I believe, last round of the round robin. Pretty exciting home game. Lots on the line, I guess.
Yeah. Home game, exciting. The game was away, but it's come back to the original draw. So this is a good chance for all our sponsors and all our families, old boys, come and fill the hill and help us secure that home playoff next week.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
Yep, that is the goal. That is the goal. So when we talk about all these people, coming along, and that you guys have been here long enough to know that they do their week in, week out, almost no matter where we go, almost no matter what the weather is. Is there any sort of thing you want to say to these fans, to the sponsors, and that both to I guess shout them out for their past efforts for us, but also tell them why it's to come along this weekend?
Just on behalf of the whole club, just appreciate all our sponsors that have been on board over the years, and especially this year, even though times were tough, we've lost a few, but from us in the club, I just want to thank all our sponsors, and we've been coming up with a trend lately, getting our sponsors in the sheds, which is sort of what how it's sort of been over the last few years, just being part of who we are. Not all about footy, it's about you guys too, enjoying the shoeies, enjoying the wins and the victory songs. So look out, Joss.
About that culture, about sort of the off-field stuff as well, but something else you've done, though you've always had this as a dream of yours, but you've managed to sort of get it to fruition this year, is solidifying that connection between our junior club and our senior club. We've had a couple of junior teams come along and train with us. A couple of things that we've been trying to get at prize giving, but cancellations have sort of put pay to that.
Yeah.
But I just want to just give you big ups for, first of all, the mindset towards that, but then the effort into really trying to create that. I think it's made a big difference this year, and I do believe that the young kids will have made a difference to them, and they would have really enjoyed the opportunities, especially at club day when the boys come along and help them out with warm up and that.
Yep.
It's those sort of little touches that off-field stuff that you think of, bro. That it's why you're the man for this job.
Thanks, Joshy. It's just, I don't know, it's something I saw as a youngster growing up, and I've just seen it bring clubs together, and sometimes being part of a team, you got to sort of go backwards and look at the bigger picture. 5 years' time, this old mate will be gone, and we'll be looking for the next prop to fill his spot, so we want to keep those kids and young up-and-comers interested, part of something, just knowing that everyone's got a value here. So, we've still got a lot of work to do, but it's a start.
Oh, mate,
It's a start.
You've made a great start to it.
Club day was good. The boys actually enjoyed it. Most of them were on time. It was early for some of them for Saturday mornings, and pretty proud of our boys too from both teams to do that for our club and our juniors.
Same here. So you mentioned that just then. You mentioned that in 5 years' time, Tones is going to be gone. So Tony, 5 years' time is that what we can expect, or you're going to give me an inside scoop on what we can expect here?
I have no news at all. Reese at home telling me to give it up, but again, it's really hard to say when you love something so much, and like I said before, if you're able to keep up with 17-year-olds, why stop? Nah. But I'll keep turning up, see how it goes. It's hard to say.
Yep, sweet bro. It's as big a news when you think about it, biggest news for us fans of you to think that you're coming back, hopefully, to play as much as it would be to know you're not. So no, you're a big deal to a lot of people at this club. You've got a lot of fans, and you know you've achieved a lot here for yourself, but also helped alongside your teammates give us a whole heap of priceless memories, bro. So whatever happens, and yeah, so hope those boots are on your feet next year, not on a hook. All right.
I just got to remember the boots first.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna mention that, bro, but good on you.
Got it on that one, bro.
Yeah. Hey boys, nah. Appreciate you as always, eh? Let you get into training, and let's go this Saturday. Sweet. Cheers all there.
Thank you.